Today on the Andy Show, what happens, Joe?
We talk
Yep.
a lot. We get emails.
We get emails, we get a ding. Ding! Today we decided to sit down in these chairs and talk about some shit. We talk about, again, my inability to converse with other people
Yes.
In a public setting. We talk about the Bengals. We talk about all kinds of stuff.
Talk about American Satan.
We do talk about American Satan. And you were very complimentary of American Satan.
And it was genuine.
Yeah, and
even
Pat
though I
is.
sound sarcastic with everything I say.
No, you
was
meant
genuine.
it. I know you meant it. And I hope you guys mean it when you say, we love you, happy birthday. It's time to watch the Andy Show. Hello, and welcome to another episode of The Andy Show. We are back in the studio this week. I don't know when we started, but assumably...
Right now.
Yeah, right now.
Yep.
Right now. We were laughing about something. Maybe you've seen it in the behind the scenes.
The banter.
In the banter.
Yes.
We call it the banter room. That's the... You know, like all reality shows have like the side show?
Right.
That's like, you know, tell all or whatever. It's just like talking head segments of people talking. Yeah. We have the banter room. Mm-hmm. I don't know why I've called it that, but that's, you know...
Yeah. Oh, I like that you said that as if we've all discussed it.
No.
We have the banter room.
Yeah. Well, I figured you say it on air.
Yeah.
Can't take it back.
No.
That's what I've always said.
You've always said that.
So we are back in the studio. Last week we missed filming due to American Satan scheduling conflicts. My movie is out. It is in theaters. I don't know when you're watching this if it is still in theaters, but it's currently doing well. I think it came in the top 20. This week, and most of the movies ahead of it are all major studio movies.
Wide releases.
Doing well on Rotten Tomatoes. I think it's at 92% right now.
Great.
Yeah, it's doing great. I don't want to brag about it. I just
you're just stating facts.
I wanted to say cool stuff. First movie. Some people seem to like what I did, so I have not been getting harassed too much.
Good.
Which is always great.
Have you been cajoled at all?
Have I been conjoined? Once. One time I
Only
was
once.
conjoined. Yeah.
Didn't last long.
Now all I do is meth. All I do is meth. You know, when we were on the carpet, one person wanted to talk about the meth commercial.
Yes.
Because you realize that when you're a person who's a reporter on a carpet, you're used to talking to people who have other film credits.
Right.
And now the lead in the movie comes down, and you're like, I have nothing to talk about with this guy.
This guy could either talk about Average Joe or the meth commercial.
Yeah, exactly. So they went.
They chose meth commercial.
They went meth commercial. And we're
It's dark,
like,
it's brooding.
we know you have some previous acting experience. We saw a meth commercial that you did over a decade ago for a Montana-based PSA
Still riding
campaign.
the coattails of that campaign.
Yeah. And for anyone who hasn't seen it, I don't know how you're watching this show and haven't seen it. It is a cornerstone of my career, really. It's one of the introductory things. You get the first Blackville record, you go watch the All I Do Is Meth video, and you're in. Then you find out how I broke my ribs. Those are the 3 steps to getting into this fandom.
It's a gateway commercial.
It's a gateway commercial.
Which is ironic.
Meth is, meth is...
It starts with meth, and you go further.
It's a
from that.
brutal commercial.
Yeah.
You know,
Violent,
violent,
heart-wrenching.
I don't know that people turn into legit
Gut-wrenching.
zombies when they do meth, but I did. Part of the backstory there was that I greatly enjoyed being in the makeup trailer. As you can imagine, I would.
Sure. Yeah.
And the guy who did the makeup for it, a guy named Ed French, who did like...
He was French?
He was Ed French. I don't know that he was French. That was his
day.
last name.
Oh,
Still Ed French.
Still Ed French. He was Ed French, and he is Ed French. I don't know that he's passed away. And even if he had, he would still be
still Ed French.
Ed French.
Yeah. I know a guy named Nick Spanish.
Sure. So he did the special effects makeup for Batman Returns.
Wow.
So I like talking to him about that.
Very
and I stayed
cool.
in the trailer for about an hour and a half past where I was supposed to be and just let him put everything on me. So I had no
Did you ask him to give you some of those penguin hands for
Yeah, I had penguin hands. I had the whole thing.
Quack, quack. All
Yeah,
I do
I was
is meth.
spitting up the black like, Danny DeVito.
drool.
Yeah.
It's like, I don't know how accurate the meth is awful.
Yeah.
Of course.
I walked out
But
of the trailer looking like an early beta test for The Walking Dead. And so we did that commercial, and you can watch it if you'd like. The Montana Meth Project.
We might just show it right
I believe it's called Jumped. You're probably watching it now.
Come on!
Wish I'd taken that shortcut through that empty parking lot. Wish I'd gotten jumped. I wish they'd broken my ribs. Put me in a hospital.
Here, mess him up. No!
But I didn't get jumped. I went to that party. I did meth for the first time. Now, all I do is meth. All I do is meth.
Interesting side note. The guy who throws the boulder on my head there, he has reached me. He has, you've reached me. He has reached out to me on the Twitter, and he is a successful film executive in some capacity, producer.
Very nice.
So this commercial
So
has
you went
done
from throwing
wonders.
boulders at meth heads.
And I was
to,
told, but I don't know how
calling
true it
shots.
is, that one of the kids who's in the jumping me thing was a former drug addict, but I don't know which one it was, and I don't know if that's true. I feel like that was kind of a tall tale that was told to me.
Passed down generations.
Directed by Tony Kaye, director of American History X, and then nothing else after that because of the drama that went on during the American History X production. He's been blacklisted from Hollywood.
I'm unawares.
Yeah, I don't know about the.
I don't really want to get into it because I'll get all the facts wrong, but why not? That's what we do here.
Yeah.
He was not happy with the edit, had some power control issues with Edward Norton, tried to change his name to Humpty Dumpty on the final cut of the movie. Apparently, as the story goes, broke into the editing bay, got kicked out, all kinds of shit. After
Get
that,
your hands off that Chiron.
yeah, went on to doing, I guess, commercial work and has done some film stuff. And recently, I believe, has had a bit of a resurgence. But I caught him in the twilight of his commercial work days when he was doing an anti-meth PSA, and it was awesome because, I had worked with kind of this amazing, crazy guy, and he loved me.
Good.
He was very sweet, very nice guy, and I'm very sorry that he had career issues, and I'm glad to see he's doing well now. Everyone, send your prayers out for Tony Kaye.
Thoughts and
no,
prayers.
but this movie is called American Satan.
Yes, it is.
What did you guys think of the movie? Honestly, not the review. People have watched last week our review of it.
I loved it. Yeah, no, I did. I think it was. I mean, it was a movie.
Yes.
And I just mean that in the sense of it's just.
You had no idea what was going to happen. We told you that it might have been a commercial. And then you were like, oh my God, this is a full film.
Yeah, and it
you
was
had to
really
pee
put
the whole
together.
time, too.
I did.
Yeah.
I really did.
You're like, I thought I was just watching
I think
a
Ash did a
commercial.
really great job. Shout out to Ash.
Yeah, he's right behind you right now.
No, it was great. There's 1,000 things going on. It's all very well balanced. It does a great job of getting you to care about the characters before all the trouble happens, and it's all the acting was great.
Yeah.
I didn't see a single
False note.
even the people
stinkers.
that had one scene or one line were doing great. So really good casting.
Yeah.
And I was shocked that Ben Bruce could do such a good agonizing
Ben was
scene
excellent.
like that too.
Ben was excellent. I think that both of us having no acting experience that those people could really pinpoint, there was definitely a lot of fear going into the
There was
movie from some money
really
people.
cool shots of you though, where you turn the corner.
Yeah.
And it was, really close up on your face.
Push in.
Yeah.
There was somewhere you were like this, really shallow focus.
You got those brooding eyes down pretty well.
Yeah, oh
Dude,
yeah.
Your head being that close up on an 85-foot screen.
Yeah.
That must have been cool.
Yeah, I mean, the whole thing was a really cool experience. Obviously,